What's up, y'all? You're watching Union Minded. I'm your host, Eric, and we have finally got some information and what seems to be a final result. But wait, there's more. In a twist of events, our contract is not finalized yet. This couldn't be more complicated if Spielberg was writing the script or Scorsese. A statement was issued by our president on the ratification vote results, and the true ballot results were posted. So let's get into it. Brothers and sisters, on Monday, May 20th, 2024, IBEW Local 26 posted the numbers provided to us by True Ballot. Shortly after, we discovered that the numbers did not add up. We made the decision to remove them and get a certified copy of the results with an explanation of the discrepancy. Below are the certified results from True Ballot and a letter from them explaining what happened. In the letter from True Ballot, you will note that it appears that multiple members voted multiple times. The company has provided us with the list of names of members who voted multiple times, and that will be handled in accordance with the Constitution of the IBEW. Please note that after the ratification, NECA, that's the National Electrical Contractors Association, challenged certain language of the contract, and we met with the Council on Industrial Relations on Tuesday, May 21st. While we do not know the results of the hearing, we thought it important to provide each of you with the correct information as to what is occurring. And then the blast progress and results of the vote. Out of 3,718 ballots that voted, we have 1,584 that voted yes to accept the inside wireman contract, 1,461 that rejected the proposed contract, and for the residential contract, it was 442 yes to 222 no. This does not change my takeaway as far as the results, but we do have something wild here, because now you got NECA challenging certain language, and it makes me wonder how, if they brought a contract to bear for our members to vote on it, do they now get to object to language and take it to the CIR? And I'm racking my brain today trying to figure this one out. And then it dawns on me. It's the National Electrical Contractors Association, right? And they send a negotiation team, much like we send our negotiation team to negotiate the contract. So my takeaway and what I'm understanding here is that both parties went back to the organizations that they represented in negotiating and gave them the proposals. Our side, on the IBEW side, voted to ratify the contract 1584 to 1461 on the inside wireman. But based on this, it sounds like the contractor's side decided no. When they saw the proposal, they said no. Some of this language we just cannot accept. So then it starts to rack my brain more, because if that's true, if that's what's happening, if that's how it's working out, and again, I'm just an electrician putting two and two together. I am not some scholar, all right? I'm just a dude that cares and is passionate and is putting two and two together, just like any other person would try to do. What in that language could be so offensive to the Contractors Association? There's a couple pieces that stand out to me. One, I would think, would be the overtime rule change, right? Because that's going to directly cost, because there were loopholes to get out of paying overtime. If somebody missed a day and they didn't make their 40, you can get an overtime day out of them and pay them straight time. Whereas now you got to pay your overtime every day. Whatever you're working, you're paying those hours collected that day, like coins in a Mario game. Could be that. It could be the progressive punishment where you have to document things and you can't reach back more than 3 months. Could be that. Although I don't see how that would have a monetary impact on them. And why am I focusing on monetary impacts? Because NECA is made up of businesses, and businesses worry about profits. And profits come down to how much you're paying labor if you can skim it. It has to be money related. It can't be things that aren't related to a direct profit that they're going to be losing. So this one's curious, and now we don't know, because what happens in CIR is going to be binding. So while we voted to approve the contract, NECA voted not to approve the contract, and whatever changes come out of that language, we voted to approve that language. It's going to change now. And it's going to be because the bosses wanted it to change. It's quite a conundrum. Not a good situation to be in. That's how I understand the situation that we're in. I've received a lot of DMs and PMs and calls and text messages and people asking questions. This is what I got for you. My takeaway doesn't change. The amount of participation ballooned. I know for a fact that you guys out there want more. I also know for a fact that we all deserve so much more. We settled knowing that the money wasn't everything that we wanted and hoped for. We knew the money was low, but we were secure enough in the language to say there's enough in here to say yes to. If NECA comes back away and takes away those language changes that were so important that it swayed people who otherwise would not have been swayed, and they're able to swap out language and it favors business, oh, it's gonna be very hard pill to swallow. But this is where we're at, guys. You can't hide from the truth. You have to look at it, face it, study it, move forward in a smart way to not replicate mistakes that have been made in the past. My name's Eric. You're watching Union Minded. Remember, the fight's not left and right, it's up and down. It's going to take solidarity to win always. Each one teach one. Get out there and reach one. Remember, this thing called a union doesn't work without you and I front and center. Let's go. Peace.